Welcome to Sports Final Round. I'm Jay Conley, and today we're at the Tewksbury Country Club for the Mark Wahlberg Youth Foundation Poker Tournament. Today I'm talking to Executive Director Jim Wahlberg. Jim, thanks for letting us come in today.
Oh, we're glad to have you guys, man. This is going to be an amazing night.
We have a bunch of celebrities coming in tonight. Also, I know you guys do a camp for kids. Also, you guys do a camp that's called Northbound, it's called.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so the Mark Wahlberg Youth Foundation started in 2001, around the time that Planet of the Apes came out. Basically what happened was our family priest came to us and said, I need some help. I got a church in Brockton. We have a community center attached to it. It's run down. We need help rebuilding. Can you help us? It's a centerpiece of the community. There's no other safe place for kids to go. So we got behind that, and then my brother Mark and I, as we were doing that, sat down and talked and said, okay, where are we going from here? What's the plan? We got to continue this work, man. This feels really good. And so basically that's what we've done. We've done events throughout the years. We raise money. We distribute it to programs that serve inner city kids. So programs that we went to as kids, basically. That's where it started. Now it's branched out. So we're doing stuff all around the country. But our main focus is like the Dorchester Boys and Girls Club, where we grew up, after-school programs, mentoring programs, tutoring programs, all programs that directly affect the lives of the inner city children. We're from a family of 9 kids. My dad was a truck driver, so those programs helped raise us. You know, we give them a lot of the credit for helping our parents who can raise 9 kids and work. My dad worked 2 jobs. My mother worked at nights. So there's nobody home. You need help. You've heard it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah.
And it sounds corny, right? But when you come from a village of 9 kids, it's nice to have some help, you know? So we understand who the heroes are. We know it's those guys and those women in those programs that choose to take a job that they know they're going to never get rich. You know, they're never going to get rich. They're always going to be scraping to get by, but something else is motivating them. It's not money. It's the care of children. It's being there. It's showing kids the right way to go. And so, we're just blessed to be in a position to try to make their jobs just a little bit easier by providing the necessary funds. And it's particularly in these economic times. I mean, the first people that get cut are the poor people. You know, they don't start with the rich people and work their way down. They start at the bottom and they work their way up. So kids from our old neighborhood are the ones that hit the hardest in their families. So, you know, we're lucky. We get a lot of corporate sponsorships, people like IZOD and the Philip Van Heusen Corporation and American Realty Company. And, they get behind us and they say, let us help you do what you do, you know. And they've been amazing, man. They have been amazing. They have continued to support us. The camp program, the camp is actually owned by Barry from Jordan's Furniture. And so we met with Barry, and the camp it's a for-profit business. It's a top-of-the-line camp, and it's a faith-based program. Jewish kids from all around the country go there, and they pay a lot of money to go there. And then 1 week a year, he gives it to us at cost. And I'm talking about, so you got 150 kids from Dorchester, Southie, Chelsea, Brockton, and they get up there, and it's the best of everything. And there's one sort of message that I continue to get from the staff up there at the end of our camp. It's like, man, it's so refreshing to end my summer this way with these kids being so grateful for every little thing. You know, it's not a bad thing that wealthy kids are wealthy. You know, sometimes people go, rich kid. I wish I was that way when I was a kid, but I wasn't. And so maybe they're paying, they know it costs a lot of money to be there, so maybe their expectations are a little higher. But when these kids go, and they're not used to being treated the way they're being treated, like gold.
Oh, yeah. Now, also, Jim, you know what? That's the reason why we're here today, because we found out from Peter DePisa from Fakash's about this foundation, and we're very psyched about how you were able to do so much with this foundation since 2001. And we love the idea of the Boys Club, because we grew up in Stoneham, and there's a Boys Club there, and we grew up, and we were there 24/7 as long as we could be there. And we like the idea how you do this, and you just, the way you do it is so professional in the way it's going down. And tonight it's at Tewksbury Country Club. And now you guys have grown, because in 2006 you had 150 players in this tournament. And tonight, how many do you have?
Well, we were planning on 300. I think we're going to be slightly over 300. I think we're going to be somewhere more like 350. And, you know, I'd love to say, hey, you know, the Mark Wahlberg Youth Foundation, we did all this. But you just mentioned like Peter and his brother Robert and an army of foot soldiers that make this all possible. I would love to take all the credit and say, hey, look at me, what I did. But I'd be lying to you. Yeah. There's an army of foot soldiers that never say these words, what's in it for me. I never hear those words out of these guys' mouth. These guys go out, hey, listen, you know, this particular event, everybody loves poker. You know, our big poker sponsor is PokerStars.net. Great company, very generous, very concerned with the community, and they're, you know, poker has come from. I've been playing poker since I was 4 years old. Family reunion at my house was a poker game, you know, and if I had the cards and I didn't raise my own grandmother, my father would slap me in the back of the head. That's how we grew up. We played poker, and so it's these guys. It's not hard when you have a prize pool of like $40,000 in prizes, and the prizes, the top prize is a seat in the World Series main event in Vegas, donated by PokerStars. We got 3 seats in the North American Poker Tour, $5,000 seats at Mohegan Sun. 2 of those from PokerStars, 1 from Mohegan Sun directly. I mean, this is a significant poker event as much as a charity event. People, you know, the message I try to give people is, hey, if you get knocked out early, at least when you go to bed tonight, you'll know you helped the kid go to camp, right? Because you're getting knocked out early, because I'm going to win this thing. And I'm not giving the prize back either. I'm taking it. But, you know, this foundation has been built up by every person that you see here working is volunteering. They're giving of their time. They are here to contribute to the process, you know, and it is a process, and it's a lot of work, but it's a very rewarding work, you know.
Jim, thanks for letting us come in tonight, Sports Final Round, and we wanted to just mention what a great ambassador you are for your youth foundation and how great this cause is, and we want to obviously bring in a couple other guys like Peter and Danny Brown and Bernard Lee, the guys that you have here, but we want to thank you for letting us come in tonight and you know, obviously promoting Mark Wahlberg's Youth Foundation.
Yeah, and Bernard Lee's going down tonight. All the poker pros, they're going to get knocked out early. We also got Victor Ramden, who I knocked out in the North American Poker Tour in Vegas a couple of weeks ago. He literally drove from New York to play in this tournament to try to get back at me for doing that. And we got people like Ray Bork. All right, I just want to talk about some of the people that are coming, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Ray Bork, okay? Here's a guy that played his whole career in Boston, gets traded to a contender because they want good things for Ray Bork. He gets a Stanley Cup. We have a parade for him. Unheard of, never done anywhere in the world, right? That's how beloved Ray Bork is. Then the guy comes to the poker tournament as a celebrity. The celebrities are not required to pay. People pay because they want to be around the celebrities. He says, no, that's all right. I want to buy my seat. So he's paying $250 for his seat, and he's going to, you know, I mean, who does that? You know, Paul Pierce, man. Paul Pierce bought a table, right? These are people